be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot. I be beaming.
What's up? What's going on, my good people? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing well. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. Pull up a seat. Hope you enjoyed the content. And before we get into this video, I want to ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe. Go ahead and tap that bell while you're at it so you're notified anytime I drop a brand new video, go live, or schedule a premiere. All right, y'all. So today has been such a good day. Let me just start by saying that. It's been a really good day. I didn't think I was going to film a video, but I got so much other stuff done. So I was able to film, and I'm happy that I'm able to film. So today I am eating some fried cabbage and rotisserie chicken, and that's it. So keeping things very simple. I think I'm gonna put some hot sauce. I was feeling real saucy today. So this is Trappy's hot sauce. I love this hot sauce so much. Yeah, let's start a piece of chicken. Let me give y'all a bite. The hot sauce is good on here. I want a little hot sauce. My cabbage. Let me give y'all, I'm gonna take a bite without the hot sauce because I don't even need it. But I'm just feeling saucy. So a bite of cabbage. Cabbage is perfect. This is like the perfect little meal. It's my first meal of the day too. Yeah. That's so good. I want a piece of chicken. I feel like I'm about to smash this. So on my cabbage, I like to add mushrooms and onions in it. I saute the mushrooms and onions down first before I put the cabbage in. And it's just perfect. Now, I seasoned it with garlic powder, jalapeno garlic pepper, all purpose, a little bit of salt. And I actually put a dash of cumin in. I've never used cumin before on my cabbage, but it's good. So the goal is not to eat out at all this month. I guess this is technically eating out. This rotisserie chicken is from Costco. My dad picked one up the other day, and when I saw it in the refrigerator, because I haven't had any of it, but I'm like, when I was getting ready to film my video, I'm like, I needed something quick and easy. So I'm like, rotisserie chicken it is. But it's not too bad. So what's up, y'all? What's going on? How y'all feeling? How's your holiday season going? It's just going by fast. It doesn't really feel like Christmas is coming up to me. I feel upbeat and in a good mood, but it just doesn't feel like super Christmas-y. You know what I'm saying? And maybe a part of it has to do with a lot of people that used to decorate in our neighborhood, they don't have their lights and stuff up. It's just not the same. And I feel like that really is when I'm leaving out the house, coming home, seeing all the Christmas lights and stuff, that definitely helps with my Christmas spirit. I don't know, it just feels a little different. I think I'm celebrating with my parents on Christmas Eve. And then me and my partner are going to celebrate the day after Christmas. I think we're doing like Christmas movie night or like holiday movies as soon as I get in town. I don't know. I want to do some gingerbread stuff or like build a gingerbread house, some holiday cookies, something. I want to do something to like get myself more in the spirit, you know? Get into the viewer topic in just a second. But before I do, I want to ask y'all a question. So if your significant other was traveling without you, so they're traveling with friends, a group of friends, and you know all of the friends, or if they were traveling alone, traveling solo, what would be your expectations in terms of communication? So yeah, let me know that. For me, whether my significant other was with a group or alone, I don't think that we have to be on a phone the entire time while you're gone. I want you to enjoy yourself and have downtime and, you know, do whatever it is you want to do while you're, you know, on your trip. But I would like to hear from my significant other every day, you know, so whether that's good morning, you know, like a good morning message or something like that, or hey, I'm up getting my day started. And then just let me know that you're okay. Like you made it back safely from, you know, you may have been doing excursions. You might have been on a walking tour. You might have did all kind of shit. Who knows, whatever. But I would want to hear from my significant other just to know that they're okay, you know, but it's not about talking to you the entire time on the phone. And I think if my significant other was traveling with friends, so again, I know their friends, been around their friends, cool with their friends, all that stuff, I would hope that I have at least one person's number just in case something happens. Man, when I used to work in healthcare, man, it was so many claims that would come in, like so many accidents happening when people are on vacation. So whether you're, you know, in the United States, outside of the United States, so many accidents and things just could happen. You know what I'm saying? So if my significant other isn't answering their phone or they're not responding to my text messages, I would like to be able to call somebody to make sure they're all right. You know what I mean? Like, I think I just want to have peace of mind that you're safe and that you're okay, you know? And then if you are international, that's just not a place I can get up and go to like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you like the next city over, I feel like that's not that big of a deal. But I don't know. It's not about me keeping tabs on you. It's not. Like, you know, I'm not going to hit your friend up asking them what you're doing or anything like that, you know? Again, the friend would only hear from me if I don't hear from you, if I don't hear from my person, you know what I'm saying? So I would like to have somebody's number. Because I just think about, like, when me and my friends went to Panama, this was in 2018, one of my friends got injured, you know what I'm saying, while we were out there. And luckily, I mean, it was an injury that, like, one of my friends injured her leg. And the injury was like a nagging injury. It kind of lasted for a while, but she was okay. She was able to enjoy the rest of the trip. But I was thinking, like, if something else, like, more serious than that would have happened, I really wouldn't have, I mean, I guess we could have gotten into her phone, but, you know, I wouldn't have known who to call. Like, her siblings or her nieces, nephews, parents. Like, I was like, shit. So, yeah, when I think about my person, I definitely would want to know that you're okay. You know, tell me what you got planned for the day, whatever. And, you know, you ain't got to check in with me all day. You ain't got to FaceTime me all day. You ain't got to send me pictures all day. I just want to know that you're all right. You know, that you're all right and that you're enjoying yourself. So that's it. That is it. So y'all let me know in the comments, what are your expectations in terms of communication when your person is traveling without you? We're traveling solo. I mean, I definitely feel like I would be super worried if they were by themselves. But I still would support my significant other if they wanted to go on a solo trip. But you better believe, baby, I am a researcher, so I would be offering all kind of information doing all kind of research about where it is they're going and the safety and what to do and where to stay. I think I would definitely be involved in like helping them plan the trip. And that probably would help with my anxiety, because I would just get anxiety about them being alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a solo trip person, but a lot of people are. Like, I don't think I want to go anywhere by myself. Like, I want at least one person there, you know? And I enjoy my own company, but when it comes to traveling, it's just not my thing to go by myself. All right, last bite, and then we're gonna get into the viewer topic. Okay, so before I get into this viewer topic, if you want to send me something, you can contact me at rhondasrealtalk@gmail.com, or you can hit me on Instagram at rhondasrealtalk. All of the contact information is in the description box. When you do reach out, please let me know, if you want to be anonymous, if you, want your name read, if you want it even read on the channel. Some people just ask my opinion just one-on-one, and I have no problem, responding back. So again, the information is below in the description box. All right, so here we go. It says, please, please, please keep my name anonymous. I am 38 years old. I come from a close-knit, loving family. My mom and dad are still married, and I have 5 siblings. With that being said, it feels easier talking to a stranger about what I've been feeling. Maybe it won't hurt as much if you do judge me. I am over being a mother, and she wrote that in all caps. I have twin boys. They turned 3 years old on New Year's Eve. I love them dearly, but I don't want to do this anymore. They deserve better. I never wanted children. My ex-boyfriend begged and pleaded for a family, and I finally gave in. He started acting distant during the pregnancy, and when I was 8 months, he called and said that he would deposit $5,000 in my account and that he was relocating to New York to chase his dreams. He said he'd do what he could for the kids, and I haven't heard from him since. The amount of time, effort, and money it takes to be a mom is unbelievable. This is not how my life was supposed to go. I want to give the kids up for adoption. They deserve the love, interest, and attention from parents that have that to give all the time. Okay, that's it. What do you think? I understand if you think I'm a horrible person. And then it says, P.S. I realized once the kids were born, my ex wanted me pregnant so that he could slow down my work and social life. I used to travel the world with artists that I managed, and that was something that became hard to do by the time I was 3 months pregnant. Damn, that is a lot. And so I emailed her and asked her, does she get any type of support? Like, she mentioned she has a big family. She has 5 siblings. Her parents are still married and together. So they, are close knit. Is she getting any type of support? Like, do her parents help her out? Do they take the kids every now and then? Do her siblings pick the kids up every now and then? And she said, that it's really nothing out of the norm. Like, they do that kind of stuff every now and then, but she hasn't reached out for additional support because she has a hard time asking for help. Okay, which I wanted to clarify that. So this is tough. I hate to hear that she's going through all of this, and I can just imagine the stress and the anxiety and just being overwhelmed. And, I do have to question, like, do you really want to give the kids up for adoption, or are you just exhausted? Like, have you just hit a wall? Like, you just need relief. You need time away. You need just balance. Like, you want to have time to yourself and then be able to, go back to being a mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just need a break. Or do you really want to give them up for adoption? Like, are you really at that point? And since you said that your family really doesn't know that you need the support, I think that it's definitely time to put your pride aside to, explain how you're feeling. I'm sure they know that you didn't want children, but explain how overwhelmed you are and that you're at the point where you'd like to give the kids up for adoption. And I think you should tell your family this, even if you ended up, going the adoption route. I think that you should still tell your family what's going on, because let's say you give them up for adoption. I think you need support to get through that, get through the fact that, your children are no longer in your life and now somebody else is raising them, and adoption seems, I don't know everything about adoption, but it seems pretty permanent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something that could just be undone. Just, if you feel like you change your mind in 2 weeks or 2 months, so I think you should involve your parents. Do you have a circle of friends that you can involve and lean on, and just put it aside about being judged. I'm not a mother, but I see what women go through or people go through, and it's a lot. It's a lot, just the time, the effort, the questions, the energy that you have to give constantly to raise your children, you know. And I can only imagine how exhausting it is if you're doing it by yourself and it's something that you had never planned on doing to begin with. But, you know, you thought that you had this person in your life that was going to be there with you to help you raise these children. And he's gone, and now you're left with 2 kids, you know, and they're young. I can imagine how busy they are. And just not to mention how this has affected your career. You know, a lot of us, a lot of our identity is tied to our career, you know. And I don't know if you're no longer managing artists, you know, I'm pretty sure it's a lot harder to do that now with 2 young children. You know, so have you had to change your career? And just having to provide all their needs financially. You know, he gave you $5,000. Like, what the hell is that? Like, for some diapers? Shit, $5,000 really it's not a lot of money, especially when you have small children who are constantly growing and who just constantly have needs. So I hate that, like I said, I hate that you're going through this, but I do think that you should involve your family, especially with you describing them as close-knit and loving, so that they can help you. Because, I mean, what if one of your siblings or a couple of your siblings, or at least one of them, just steps in? Like, absolutely, like, I'll take the kids on the weekends, or I'll take them every other weekend. I don't mind picking them up on Sundays. You know, maybe that'll give you the relief that you need to start, you know, you can start looking forward to Sundays and doing stuff for yourself. And you know that they're in good hands, you know, with one of your brothers or your sisters or whoever might pick the kids up. So I think you should involve your family, because your parents might feel like, you know, how parents are. I mean, grandparents are. Like, I feel like grandparents, there's just a different type of light in them, a different type of light, you know, in their eyes, and the way that they care and love for their grandchildren. So maybe even your parents are, you know, want to be more involved and take the kids, you know, for maybe even a week at a time. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But I think you definitely have to involve them, be specific with them, tell them, you know, how you're feeling, that you've gotten to the point of considering adoption. And I think that after you involve your family, and if there is no resolve, if there is nothing else anybody else can do to maybe help you, and that adoption truly is your final option, you know, I just hope that, you know, that you're okay with your decision. I do think that it's gonna be very emotional if that ends up being the outcome, and to just be ready to surround yourself with people that can support you through that. And if that ends up being the final decision, just be okay with it, and that they are going to be in a household that can give them the things that you feel like you can, you know. So this may just be a rough patch for you. I would imagine that some type of support, you know, knowing that they can go somewhere for a couple days out of the week or on the weekends would help you quite a bit. That's what I think. But I don't know how you feel and exactly. So, I do wish you the best though, in all of this, and, you know, whatever that looks like, I would love to know how this kind of plays out and what ends up happening. I know that, you know, it's not going to be an overnight kind of thing, but I do wish you the best. I do. And anybody else that's watching right now from the GP fam, please meet me in the comments, you know, give her some words of encouragement, advice, maybe even your own experience about being overwhelmed by parenthood. And maybe some things that worked out for you. You know, were there, you know, friends and family that had to get involved with you? You know, maybe you're a single parent and you know exactly how she feels. You feel exactly the same way. And it's like, that doesn't make you a bad person. Like, you're just being honest with, you know, how you feel and being at this breaking point in your life with your children. So, yeah, please, y'all, meet me in the comments, meet her in the comments, and, give her some advice, you know, just based on your own experience or just based on what she shared. All right. So, at this point, once this video drops, the story time will already be out. Y'all know I haven't recorded a story time in a long time, so I'll include a link up here. Please go back and watch that and check it out and get caught up. I will have another story time very soon. I'm working on one right now. So I'll see y'all in a little bit, y'all. See y'all very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Make the best of the day, y'all. Be good to yourself. Peace.
I be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.